Once upon a time, there was a selfish prince who possessed everything his heart desired, but everything changed for the young prince when he was approached by an old woman who seeks shelter within his castle. When the beast rejected the woman, she transformed into an enchantress and cursed his kingdom. All of his servants and subjects turned into items, and the enchantress manifested the prince into a hideous monster. But you know who weren't transformed? The king and queen of the kingdom. Hello, I'm Isaac from What's Up Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. Today, I'm going to reveal the possible identities and locations of the Beast parents. What could have happened to the king and queen in Beast Kingdom? Well, to that I say, what if the Beast parents weren't even a king and queen? All we know for sure is the Beast is a prince. Maybe after numerous deaths, the Beast was next in line to a throne he was related to, or maybe he was a prince of a principality. A principality generally refers to any small monarchy, especially for small sovereign states, ruled by a monarch of a lesser rank than a king, which is extremely possible within the time frame of the Beauty and the Beast. The story takes place in 1740s France, and during the 17th and 19th centuries, many new small sovereign states arose as a result of transfers of land. The Beast parents may have begun to acquire land until they owned a principality of their own, meaning the Beast will always be a prince of his small area. His parents creating a principality also helps explain the town's negligence of the castle adjacent to their village. Maybe the Beast family had not owned the principality for long before the Beast parents disappeared and he transformed into a monster, meaning the village would never be impacted by their leadership. They just assumed the king who claimed all of the land was their true leader. We know the Beast either inherited a kingdom, formed a principality, or simply was directly born to royals. But regardless of how the Beast became a royal, he was extremely spoiled. In the prologue of the animated classic, we learn the Beast gains every request he beckons, and we learn through a flashback in the 13th issue of the Beauty and the Beast Marvel comic book series, his parents tried to please their boy with riches and parties, but the Beast was never satisfied with what he had. Even his servants did their best to appease him, but he was too narcissistic to believe he would settle for anything less than his unrealistic ideas, just like his parents. Let me explain. We know his parents are affluent and conspicuous spenders seen through the luxury of their castle. Without even being referenced, we can tell they have behaved like the Beast, especially in the 2017 live-action version. This painting mirrors the portrait of the Beast in the Disney animated classic, even being defaced in a similar way, which leads me to believe the boy is the Beast and the man and woman behind him are his parents. Using all of my art skills from my Intro to Visual Arts course, I was able to identify the painting and the architecture of this castle to be a Rococo style, which is evident through the heavy ornamentation and decoration, the implementation of tapestry in architecture, and the repetition of the oval shape, curves, and gold. This artistic movement began in Paris and was popular during the early to late 18th century, around the time of the Beauty and the Beast, meaning his parents may have constructed their castle to modernize their home and please their son with the latest styles. Critics describe the style as frivolous and excessive, and this matches perfectly with the mentality of the Beast family. Sure, his parents may have just been spending their money in hopes of gaining love from the Beast, but they are approaching their problems just like him. They just kept throwing their influence and wealth at the problem. The Beast parents were rich and used their money in hopes of bringing themselves happiness, but what could have happened to them? The darkest answer to explain their absence is, he killed them. Maybe when he was transformed, his frustration and anger only grew larger until he reached the point where he was destroying everything in his path, and by complete accident, he ended their life. But I don't think this is likely. The Beast possesses fits of rage and may look like a monster, but we have never seen an instance where he has actually ever hurt anyone. Maybe when he transformed, his parents were so ashamed of their son, they fled and swore to never return. They had invested so much into him, it would have been crushing to see their son manifest into a monster. But in Beauty and the Beast and in flashbacks from the Enchanted Christmas, we never witness any references to the king and queen, which leads me to believe they vanished prior to the curse. I think the most likely answer is the most simple one. I think they died prior to the events of Beauty and the Beast, leaving their selfish son alone in the world. The Beast parents have remained a mystery for me and many others for a long time, and there are a lot of possibilities of who they could be and what happened to them. But through their home and the way we know they treated the Beast, we can begin to unravel what they were like. The Beast parents used their fortune to please their son and unintentionally taught him to conspicuously use his resources. But they vanished before the dreaded curse, which meant they never got to see his transformation from a beast to a man. This video was sponsored by my patrons over at Patreon. Patreon is a voluntary pledge service where you can support creators like me while also earning exclusive rewards. If you are interested in donating to help grow the channel, check out the page at patreon.com/WatsoVideos. If you'd like to continue to theorize on the Beast's parents, then I'll leave the links to the movies and resources I used in the description of this video. So now it's time for your thoughts. Who do you think the Beast's parents are? What do you think happened to them? And do you have any questions for me? I'm considering doing a Q&A video to interact more with all of you, so I want to hear what you're wondering about me, or the channel, or whatever else. Let me know in the comments section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then consider subscribing to WatsoVideos and click the bell if you'd like to be notified when I post. Thanks for watching and have a magical day.